Where and when do the most common accidents happen?
I think where and when the most common accidents happen are number one on the descent. Historically, people use a lot of their energy and emotional output to get to the top, and there's not a lot left to get down. So mistakes happen, people trip, people let down their guards. So it's all about preparing yourself for the round trip, having enough fuel and energy and daylight and supplies, not only to get up, but also to get down. Some of the major risks that we have here when we're climbing Rainier, I think primarily what we look out for is the weather. Bad weather conditions can turn us around, and historically on my climbs in the big mountains as well, that's the number one reason that I haven't succeeded. Obviously there's glaciers and crevasses. We have the ice fall right there on the Ingraham Glacier. We have Disappointment Cleaver, there's rockfall hazard, but for the amount of time that we spend on the mountain, the weather is kind of the key factor to whether we succeed or don't succeed. I'm not willing to stick my neck out too far to climb a mountain. Conditions have to be good. I have to feel that it's safe, and with every step I take higher on the mountain, I have to feel comfortable with that. And instinctively, I've learned that if something feels wrong, it is wrong. I think a lot of mistakes happen in the mountains because people inflict their own problems by climbing when they shouldn't, climbing in bad conditions for the sake of success. Ultimately, the mountain decides what you do and when you do it, and you have to understand that when you climb these mountains. And it may take longer to be successful, but that's part of the game. At the end of the day, no matter where I am in the mountains, I want to be alive. And in the end, being conservative is good. If you walk away, you can always go back. The mountain's always going to be here. I've climbed Rainier over 200 times, and it's good to have fear. And if you're fearless, there's something wrong. It means you're complacent, and it means you probably think you've got it figured out, but that's not a great attitude to have in the mountains. Fear is good.